Today I'm going to dive into a question that I get asked on every single phone call with a seller. What is it going to cost to sell my business? Let's dive into it. I'm Scott Duke. This is the Happy Dealmaker channel, and on this channel we empower small business entrepreneurs to build companies that are sellable. If that sounds like something that would be valuable to you, don't forget, like and subscribe. Today we're going to dive into that question, what is it going to cost to sell your business? And if you want the quick answer to go on to the next video, it's 10%. Your purchase price, it's going to cost 10% of that purchase price to sell the company. If you want more detail, that's what this video is all about, because it's not that simple. So let's go over to the board. Okay, so part of the reason why there's no definitive answer for this is because it's different for different size companies, and it's also different depending on the route that you choose to sell your company. So I've put 3 scenarios together, and in each scenario I'll walk you through the different choices you have for selling your business and what it's going to cost. So if your company is, let's get my little pointer. So if your company is doing under $500,000 a year in revenue, this is what you're looking at when you go to sell it. You can sell it on your own, which is the DIY model, and there's programs that you can purchase that are in between $500 and $5,000 that'll teach you how to sell your business on your own. Commission fees are obviously zero because you're the one selling your business, and this other is your legal and your accounting fees, and that's always going to be present regardless of how you sell your company. And you know, sometimes stuff goes in here like diligence and doing inspections on machinery and equipment, that kind of stuff. But either way, this isn't going away regardless of the way you sell. The other way that you can sell is using a realtor, and a realtor is going to charge you $0 to start, or maybe $2,500 to put together a marketing package, and their commissions range between 5 and 8%. And again, you have your other. So you're looking at kind of a 9% here, 6% if you're using a realtor. Now, the other thing is you can use a business broker, right? And they charge between $2,500 to $10,000 upfront for companies of this size. And their commission at the end of the day is 8% to 12%, and you're still in this other. So the question is, why would you not just do the DIY model, or why would you use this expensive broker? Well, I have this arrow here because as you go up the value chain and as you're paying a little bit more, you're getting more professional support, and the probability of your sale being successful with more professional support goes up. So that's why the cost goes up. Anyway, these are your options for selling a small business, or what would maybe be called in this space a micro business. Now, next is if you have a business that's doing over $1 million in revenue, so kind of $1 million to $50 million in that space. These are your options, right? You can still do it yourself, but you're going to want a lot of legal team support. And so the cost shifts forward, right? So you're going to be paying $350 to $1,000 per hour to your legal team. There's going to be no commissions at the end of the day, and you're still into this other. There's a lot of other that's going to be going on as your company goes up in size. Then you could use a business broker, right? And I would say the business broker, they're going to cap out around that $10 million mark, maybe even the $5 million mark is where their expertise is going to kind of hit a ceiling. So they're going to charge $2,500 to $10,000 upfront, depending on the size of your company and the work they have to do to get things rolling. And their commissions fees are going to be the same, so 8 to 12%, and our other is going to stay at 1%. The next step, when your company is this size, you might want to look into using an M&A Advisor, mergers and acquisition advisor, and they're going to charge you between $5,000 and $50,000 upfront as a retainer fee, but their commission fees drop because the size of the company has gone up, so they charge less on commission on the back end, so you're 6 to 8%. And again, with your 1% other. If you're kind of in this space, I also have a link below that'll take you to, it's called FirmX, I believe, and it's their guide to what it costs to sell a business from a whole bunch of different M&A companies and investment banking companies. It's irrelevant if your company is doing under $1 million a year, but if it's doing over, that link could be valuable because it digs even deeper into this data if you're interested. And again, the success probability kind of goes up as you move up through the experience tiers of these individuals, these intermediaries that are supporting you. All right, then if your company is even larger than that, you're doing over $50 million a year in sales, then you can do it by yourself again with the legal team. Again, the costs are going to be the same here, that $350 to $1,000 per hour. It's going to take more hours, so there's going to be higher cost. No commission fees, and your other is going to stick around the same. M&A advisors, again, same thing, $5,000 to $50,000, 6 to 8%, and 1% here. And then there's an investment banker. So if you're really pushing to that upper echelon of the 50 million, or maybe you're even, you're over the 50 million, you're pushing kind of towards that 100 million, you may want to look into an investment banker. They're going to charge much more on the front end for retainer fees, and they may be charging along the way as well. But their commission fees dropped substantially because their commission's going to be, the payout's higher because the sale price of the business is higher. And then your other's still going to remain the same because you're going to be spending a lot more on diligence. You're going to be spending a lot more on your accounting and your tax advice and that kind of stuff. All right, if that information was valuable to you, don't forget, like and subscribe so I can see you in the next video. And remember, every business is sellable.